Here we go. Don Mars, Nick Drew bring him off at turn number 4. Checkered flag, green flag waves. Checkered will be later. 11 laps to be exact. Mars leads him off at turn number 2, but here comes Nick Drew, the 15. He'll settle in the second spot. Tim Shields, the 42, right behind him. Shields, your feature winner last week. And he's up into second as Mars brings him down the front straightaway. Nick Drew goes around the 42, and he'll run second here on lap number 1. Down the back straightaway, Mars out front in the 9. The 15 of Nick Drew sits second. Look out. Oh, Marshall Jewett in there as well. Caution in turn number 4, and we've got a mess. Nick Drew, the 15, the 3E, Marshall Jewett. One lap down. We've got 9 to go, and the green flag waves. Mars brings him off at turn number 2. Shields takes a look to the high side. Mars out front. Here comes Shields to the inside now. The 42 takes a look down low. And they'll come around for lap number 2, and Mars will lead lap number 2. Shields took a look to the outside, and Marshall Jewett, the 3E, stops in turn number 4. Let's see what happens. And caution. And here we go. We look for the green flag this time around. Mars will haul him down into turn number 1. Here comes Nick Newton to the inside. 3 wide battle off at turn number 2. Mars out front. Shields backs off. Newton dives low. Here we go down and run loud. Down for lap number 3. Mars will lead lap number 3. Good battle for second right there. The 7-11 of Nick Newton. The 42, Tim Shields. Newton slides up in front of the 42 as we go down the back straightaway. Battle for second. To the inside, Shields takes a look. Newton runs the high line as Mars brings him around for lap number 4. Closes in on the halfway point. And Nick Newton holds on to second. Last week's feature winner sits in third spot. Lap number 5 in the books. Mars starting to put distance on the field. Battle on the speedway is for second. 7-11 of Nick Newton, the 42, Tim Shields. Down the back straightaway, Mars leads him into turn number 3. Nick Newton sitting in that second spot. A little further back, the 42 of Tim Shields. Coming around for lap number 7. 3 to go this time around. To go this time by Don Mars, looking for the feature win here in the Grand Nationals. Here on rockauto.com night at the races at Lakeside Speedway. White flag waves one more time here in tonight's Grand National A main. Mars hauls him into turn number 1. Good battle back there for second. Shields trying to get around the 7-11 of Nick Newton. Shields will go high. Now goes low coming off at 2. Has a good run coming off towards turn number 3. He'll look to the inside of Nick Newton, the 7-11, as they go into turn 3. And checkered flag waves off at turn number 4. Don Mars picks up tonight's A main. Nick Newton, the 7-11, will get second. Good battle with him in the 42 of Tim Shields, with Newton coming home in that second spot. Out of the car, race fans, Don Mars, your feature winner in tonight's Grand National A main. There he is. Big round of applause, race fans. Don Mars, our first feature winner down there in the Lakeside Speedway victory lane. Main coming at us here with Leroy Morrison Jr. on the front row, the 99 of Carriers. Green flag waves. Here they come off at turn number 4. Into turn 1 they go. Leroy Morrison pushes up the hill. There goes Marshall Jewett by the 50. He'll take the lead down the back straightaway. He'll bring Oliver Harris with him in the 79. Now here comes Leroy Morrison back on the high side, and Jason Ryan on the inside, the 27C. Lap 1 goes to the 7 of Marshall Jewett. Down the back straightaway, Jewett your leader. The 27 of Ryan up into second. Leroy Morrison in the 50 runs third. Oliver Harris fourth in the 79, and Kerry Ayers back there in that 5th spot. Two laps down. Jewett looking for a little better finish than he had in the Grand Nationals, and right now looking strong here early on. Down the back straightaway, he takes the field into turn number 3. Carrier's starting to make a move on the field now. He's come from 5th up to 4th, battling Leroy Morrison for that 3rd spot. Ayers battling with Leroy Morrison for that 3rd spot. Battle on the speedway right now. And Morrison a little high in turn number 3. He'll lose ground. Ayers takes that 3rd spot. But Marshall Jewett on cruise control, just short of the halfway point here in tonight's Factory Stock A main, with Jason Ryan sitting second. Ryan, your point leader here in the Factory Stocks. Leroy Morrison having problems getting through turn 3. Hits the wall again. Brushes it with the right side of the car. He's able to keep momentum going, so we'll stay green on the speedway. Just past the halfway point, the 7 of Jewett showing the way. Off of turn number 4, we have the yellow flag coming out as the 50. Leroy Morrison gets together with the 79 of Oliver Harris. Harris stops on the inside of turn 1. Lap number 7, and we're going to get to 10. Here we go off of turn number 4, green waves. Marshall Jewett. And we come around for lap number 8, it'll be 2 to go this time by Marshall Jewett. Brings him down the front straightaway. Jason Ryan closes the distance between him and the leader, Jewett, as they go down into 1. Ryan, your point leader here in the factory stocks. And they go down the back straightaway. Kerry Ayers, the 99, sits third, and Oliver Harris, the 79, your top 4. And here they come. White flag waves this time around. The 7 of Marshall Jewett. Jewett's got to hold off Ryan for one more lap. Ryan takes a look to the inside. Nothing down there. And he'll lose distance to Marshall Jewett as they go down the back straightaway into turn 3 for the final time. And here they come off of turn number 4. Checkered flag waves for the 7 of Marshall Jewett. So Marshall Jewett, your winner in tonight's Factory Stock A main. Jason Ryan, the 27, comes home second. Kerry Ayers, third in the 99. And Oliver Harris, the 79, top 4. Marshall Jewett, your winner in tonight's Factory Stock A main. Jewett having a little better run than he had in the Grand Nationals. Celebrating down there in the victory lane. Christie's Tasty Queen on the side of the 7. He's getting the trophy from Victory Trophies. He'll hand it off. There you go, race fans. Big round of applause. One more time for tonight's Factory Stock winner, Marshall Jewett. And here we go. Off of turn number 4. Terry Wantlin looks him over. Green flag waves. Down into 1 they go. Conley dives to the middle of the speedway. Seifert right along the wall. He'll bring the 05 of Heater with him. Down the back straightaway, Seifert, your leader in the 37. Then the 05 of Heater's second. 17 of Conley. Conley goes back down to the bottom of the speedway. Seifert, your leader in the 37. Gary Myers, the 26M, loops over in turn number 3. He'll keep going. We'll stay green on the speedway. 17 of Lucas Conley runs third. Fourth is the 33 of Trevor Hunt, and then the 27, Jason Ryan, your top 5 as we come around for lap number 2. Seifert puts another lap in the books. Down the back straightaway, battle for the lead. The 37 of Seifert out front. The 05 of Heater right there with him. Oh, little contact. They come around. It'll be lap number 3. We've got 12 to go. Early on here in tonight's Factory Stock A main. Seifert showing the way, and it's going to shape up to be a 3-car battle, possibly 4 if Trevor Hunt catches up with him. Seifert, the 37, the 05 of Heater and Conley, your top 3. Conley, the 17, then right behind them, the 33 of Trevor Hunt. And now Heater takes a look to the inside of Seifert as they come off of 4. Seifert leads the lap. Conley took a look to the inside. He'll settle back into that 3rd spot. Trevor Hunt running 4th, the 417 of Kevin Anderson, your top 5. Jason Ryan putting pressure on him for that 5th spot. As Heater once again takes a look off of turn number 4, trying to get around the 37 of Seifert. Good racing, and Seifert a little bobble off at 2. Here comes Heater. Heater takes a look to the inside as they go down to turn 3. He'll dive to the bottom of the speedway. We come around for lap number 6. This time by Heater slides up. Seifert says, no, I'll keep it. Into 1. Seifert maintains the lead. They close in on lap traffic. 26 of Myers right in front of your leaders as they go down the back straightaway. It's Heater trying to get around the 37 of Seifert. Seifert's your leader. Lucas Conley right there with him. And then you see the 33 of Trevor Hunt working the low side of the speedway. just past halfway now. 7 down, 8 to go. And your leaders close in on lap traffic of Myers, the 26M. They go down to turn 3. Seifert showing the way. We'll come around for lap number 8 this time by. And Seifert out front. He'll lead them off of 2. Now Heater looks to the bottom coming off of 2. He'll pull along Seifert again as they go into turn 3. Heater goes low in the 05. Seifert up against the wall. They'll come off at turn number 4. And Lucas Conley joins Heater down on the inside of the speedway. Not going to happen. Heater with a good run tonight. Early on, 10 laps in. And Heater showing the way. Lucas Conley took a look to the inside. And here comes Heater again off at turn number 2. Something on 2 that Heater likes. He dives to the inside in 3. And he'll slide up in front. New leader maybe. Here comes Seifert. No, Heater will lead lap number 10. 5 to go. And Heater out front, looking to add to his points lead. Good run for the 37 of Seifert, though. He'll settle into that second spot as the 17 of Conley runs 3rd. And the 33 Trevor Hunt 4th, and Kevin Anderson, your top 5. They'll come around for lap 11, and Heater shows the way. The big-time bail bond, 0-5 of Heater into turn 1. Down the front straightaway, 12 laps in this time by. Heater out front in the 05. 37 of Seifert sits in second, but he's got company now. Oh, look out on the high side. One of Chris Smith up on the high side, bringing out the caution. And here we go. Back to green flag action off of turn number 4. Heater out front. Conley takes a look to the inside. And Conley slides up the hill, and we're going to have an angry mob behind your leader, Kevin Anderson. Wow. Here comes Herrick up through the field. And down the front straightaway. 2 to go this time by. Heater out front. Everybody did a good job of sorting that one out on that restart. That was an angry mob. Down the back straightaway, Heater out front, the 417 of Anderson up to second. Look out, Chad Walker going around in the 04, trying to avoid Lucas Conley. Conley to the infield with a flat tire. White flag for your leader off at turn number 4. Heater looking for the feature win, and it's action all over the place tonight. Kevin Anderson up into that second spot. Jason Ryan, the 27, up to 3rd. 4th is Trevor Hunt. And Seifert back to that 5th spot. And here we go. Checkered flag off at turn number 4. The 0-5 of Brett Heater picks up the win. So your top 5. The top 5 in the USRA Stock Car A main. Heater, the 05, picks up the win. The 417. Kevin Anderson will be second. The 27, Jason Ryan, 3rd. Trevor Hunt, the 33, will come home 4th. And Seifert in the 37 comes home in that 5th spot. Brett Heater picking up tonight's USRA Stock Car A main. Side by side, Terry Wanton looks him over. We look for the green flag, and we are racing into turn one. 3 wide. Shad Turner on the bottom, Powell in the middle. Clancy on the high side. Powell has the GRT working the low side. Clancy on the high side, the Rage chassis. They go down into turn number 3. We look for a leader here on lap number 1. And we come around. Clancy will lead lap number 1. Powell, the 57, will settle into second. Then the 17T of Shad Turner. Then the 44 of Trevor Hunt, the 20T of Mike Tanner. That's your top 5 as they go down the back straightaway. Clancy will bring him around for lap number 2. Powell sits in that second spot. Mike Tanner working that low line, trying to get around the 44 of Trevor Hunt. And right behind them, the 42 of Claxton, the 12C of Clancy. Claxton finding something down low. He'll move into that 6th spot as we go into turn number 3. Out front, though, Clancy starting to build the lead in the 21C. He'll bring him down for lap number 3. 57 of Powell sits second. And Claxton makes a move now. He gets in the top 5. He gets around the 20 of Tanner. Tanner gives him a little tap as they go down to 2, and he'll make the pass, take the spot back. Clancy showing the way, though. Clancy out front, the 57 of Powell running second. Trevor Hunt and the 44 and the 17T of Shad Turner battling for third. And Trevor Hunt makes the pass. He'll move up into third. He gets around Shad Turner. Four laps down. Battle for 5th on the speedway. The 12 of Stephen Clancy, the 20 of Mike Tanner. Matt Oxford slows down the back straightaway as your leaders go around the 27M. And Chad Clancy comes up on a lap car. Scott Henning, the 3K, and that got a little exciting. Clancy gets around the lap car, and he'll lead down the back straightaway. He's starting to build a half a straightaway lead, almost a whole straightaway lead now over the 57 of Tim Powell. And Powell's got company. Trevor Hunt right behind him in the 50s, the 44 right behind the 57. Halfway as they come down the front straightaway. Clancy looking for the feature win. Trevor Hunt's trying to reel your leader in as he looks for second as they go down into turn number 2. He'll get around the 57, slide up high. Powell tries to pull alongside as they go into turn 3. As Clancy comes off of turn 4, it'll be lap number 8. 7 laps remaining. And Trevor Hunt moves into second in the 44, the 57 of Powell back to third. And right behind them, the 17 of Shad Turner, then the 12 of Stephen Clancy. That's your top 5. Battle for 6 on the speedway. The 17 of Jake Richards, the 20T of Mike Tanner. Richards moving up through the field. Lap number 9 now. 6 to go. Clancy puts another one in the books. And your leader starting to close in on more lap traffic as they come down the front straightaway. Clancy's got the 75 of Isabel, the 27 of Moline in front of him. And 2 cars off the back speedway, Monin and the 2 of Gilbert. They pull into the infield. As your leader starts to work through traffic, he has the 75 of Isabel in front of him. And it'll be lap 11 this time by. Trevor Hunt continues to run second with the 57 of Powell third. Shad Turner starting to close the distance between him and Powell. Turner sits in 4th. And your leader goes into turn 3. All lap traffic, the 22 of McDowell right in front of him. It'll be 3 to go this time by. 12 laps in, 3 to go. Trevor Hunt continues to run second. Here comes your leader off at turn number 4. 13 laps down this time by, 2 to go. Trevor Hunt sits in that second spot. Tim Powell, the 57, third. Then it's the 17. Chad Turner right behind Powell. As your leader continues to work through lap traffic, he'll go into turn number 3. White flag will fly this time around. And he's got lap traffic in front of him. Matt Oxford again in the 9 of Don Mars. And look out. Road closed right in front of your leader. White flag waves, and he'll go around the high side. Trying to get around the 9 of Mars, the 81 of Blair. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Clancy does a good job getting through lap traffic. And he'll come off at turn number 4. Checkered flag's going to wave for the 21C of Chad Clancy. Trevor Hunt, the 44, will come home second. Tim Powell, the 57, will be third. Chad Turner, fourth in that 17. And the 12C of Stephen Clancy, your top 5. Chad Clancy, your feature winner tonight in the USRA B Modifieds. He'll stand down there in the Lakeside Speedway victory lane. He'll pick up the trophy courtesy of Victory Trophies. And get his pictures taken here in Victory Lane. Chad Clancy. One more time, race fans. Big round of applause for your USRA B-Mod feature winner. So we look for the green flag off at turn number 4. 25 laps coming at us. Schaffman gets the jump on the high side. Down to turn 1 they go. Schaffman working that high line. Town in the middle of the speedway. Here comes Carrick on the high side. Aaron Morant gets around the 87. He'll move into 4th. Now Fuqua goes back to the bottom. And Carrick gets around the 21 of Town. We come around for lap number 1. The 34 Mark Schaffman shows the way. Carrick in that 2nd spot. Town runs 3rd. Morant 4th. And Fuqua your top 5. But Schaffman running off early here in tonight's USRA A main for the modifieds. And we come around lap number 4. Schaffman showing the way early on here in tonight's A main. 34 out front. Carrick in that 2nd spot in the 1K. Lansdowne, the 21, sits 3rd. 4th, the 70 of Morant and Fuqua, your top 5. Fuqua's moved up to the top of the speedway. He tried the bottom early on. And now goes back down there in turns 3 and 4, trying to get around the 70 of Morant. Now he's got company now. Here comes Kerry Davis on the inside looking for that 5th position. Davis looking to crack the top 5. Fuqua holds him off going down the back straightaway. Schaffman brings him down the front straightaway. 6 laps in early on here in tonight's A main. Lap traffic. The 14 of Bill Carter in front of your leaders. They go down into turn 1. 7 laps in. Schaffman out front. Tim Carrick runs in that 2nd spot. Schaffman will put another lap in. 8 laps down now. Fuqua took a look to the inside of Morant, trying to take that 4th spot away as they went down to turn 4. And Davis starting to gain ground now. He pulled alongside Morant, but they pulled away down the back straightaway. He'll stay alongside Fuqua as they go into turn number 3. Schaffman starting to work through lap traffic now. He gets around the 14. of Bill Carter into turn one. He's got the 28 of Liston in front of him and the 66 of Grogan. And Schaffman's got a whole list of people in front of him. Lap traffic as he works his way past the 66 of Grogan. Schaffman looking for his third feature win here at Lakeside Speedway. Closing in on the halfway point, 11 laps down now. And the rest of the field starts to work through lap traffic. Bill Carter right in front of your fourth place car of Kerry Davis. He'll have to move up off the bottom. Morant right there behind Davis, and then Fuqua right behind Morant. As Schaffman continues to slice through lap traffic halfway now. We are at the halfway point. And caution on the speedway. Over in turn number 4, the 14 of Bill Carter goes around. Number 4, Terry Wanton looking him over. And off at turn number 4, green flag waves. And Tim Carrick loses 2 or 3 spots down the front straightaway. Schaffman will lead him down the back straightaway. Town up into that second spot, the 21, and he's got company. Here comes Aaron Morant, the 70. And right behind him, the 68 of Kerry Davis. Carrick back to that 5th spot as we come around lap number 12. Schaffman puts another lap down. Oh, Darren Fuqua into the wall up there in turn number 1. He'll lose distance to your leaders. Peyton Phillips trying to get around him, and we got caution on the speedway for the 14 of Bill Carter one more time. Schaffman will bring him off at turn 4. We look for the green flag. Schaffman brings him down the front straightaway. Davis sits second. 21 of Lancetown running third. The 1K of Tim Carrick fourth. And Fuqua in the 87 battling with Carrick and Aaron Morant. Put the 87 into fifth, the 70 back to sixth. But here comes Morant on the high side. As Schaffman puts another lap in the books, Davis runs second. Battle back there right now in the speedway for that 5th position. Aaron Morant in the 70 and Fuqua in the 87. Morant working that low line this time. 16 laps down. It'll be 17 as Schaffman comes off at turn number 4. 17 this time around. Davis in second. The 68. Lancetown running third. Little damage on the left rear of Towns 21 as they go down the back straightaway. And now Fuqua pulls alongside Carrick in the 1K as they go down to turn number 3. Fuqua looking for that 4th spot. As Schaffman puts lap number 18 in the books. Schaffman picked up where he left off before the caution and starts to put distance on the field as he goes down the back straightaway. Lap number 19 off of turn number 4 this time around. Schaffman on cruise control. So Schaffman working that high line. We got 5 to go this time by lap number 20. Davis, the 68, continues to run second. Lansdowne, good run for the 21. He's in your top 3 right now, but he's got company with Carrick. Tim Carrick in the 1K looks to the inside of Lansdowne, trying to take that 3rd spot. And right behind Carrick in 5th, the 87 of Darren Fuqua. Fuqua dives to the bottom of the speedway now. As we have 4 laps to go, and your leader starts to close in on lap traffic. And Kerry Davis looks to be closing the distance between him and the 34 of Schaffman. We've got 4 laps to go, though. Is there enough time? And Jerry Liston brushes the wall in turn 4. Schaffman comes up on lap traffic. Jeff Smith, the 29, right in front of him. And he's got to worry about getting through lap traffic and trying to keep the 68 behind him as laps wind down. We've got 3 to go. Debris on the front straightaway. Down Schaffman. And here comes Davis to the inside, trying to work through lap traffic. Schaffman able to clear those 2 cars, and Davis right there with him. It's going to be a shootout. Davis to the inside. They got Jerry Liston right in front of him. As they come off at turn 4, white flag waves. Schaffman has the 28 in front of him, and he'll have to clear Liston. Davis's car has worked better on the low side, but Schaffman gets a good run off of 2. He'll maintain the lead as they go into turn number 3. Into turn number 3. Schaffman will come off at turn number 4. Checkered flag in hand. Schaffman picks up the win. Davis will be second. Lansdowne will get third. Tim Carrick fourth. And Aaron Brandt, your top 5. So it got close at the end. Aaron Morant battling with Fuqua. He'll get that 5th spot. And up front, Kerry Davis and Mark Schaffman put on a show there for the last lap with Schaffman. We wait for Mark Schaffman. There he is out of the car, race fans. Big round of applause for Mark Schaffman. Schaffman, your USRA Modified A main winner. And as we close out the night with Schaffman picking up the win, I want to thank everybody for coming out to Lakeside Speedway. On behalf of Don and Donna Mars, General Manager Pete Howie, thank you for coming out, and we'll see you here next Friday night at Lakeside Speedway.